So we've worked together before, Jeanette, haven't we? On Laden with Fruit, which was a really lovely exhibition. I think it was the second exhibition I did when I started, and it was really lovely to showcase Herefordshire agricultural um, heritage, basically, in that, alongside your artwork and the artwork from your collaborators. Um, but it's been really nice to work with you on Sacred Creatures as well, which I think is a natural outcome because you'd already started working on animal drawings after that,
Yes,
hadn't you?
yes, yeah. And the relationship that humans have with animals, I think, is particularly special and also very significant now where we are at this time in the world and everything, with what's going on around us and ecology. So I think it's quite good to come back again to this theme. And you've been very kindly letting me sit in this space, which is the cathedral library, where you're the librarian, knowing what sort of books to bring me, so that each time I come in, I'm drawing things that are going to figure in the artwork that are going to go in the exhibition in the chained library, in the exhibition downstairs. We're sitting upstairs at the moment.
Yeah, after talking to you about sort of your ideas about those relationships, it's really guided me towards particular books in our collection. And it's been really nice to think about things a little bit differently. So Edward Topsell's History of Four-Footed Beasts, for example, is a great illustrated work, and so those pictures are really inspiring for you, but for me, as somebody who works with text, I find those descriptions absolutely fascinating as well. And it's really nice to see a direct outcome from our collections into something really concrete like the work that you do.
So we're looking at the history of the four-footed beast or beasts, and on this particular section it's all about different sorts of dogs. And this is a dog for gentlewomen, and some of the text is saying that it was conceived by an ape, for in wit and disposition it resembles an ape, but in its face it resembles a hedgehog, because of its hairy hair and its short tail and its very long legs. So this little creature was thought to have been brought up with apes in their youth, and they learnt how to play and dance and leap. The entire cathedral is absolutely so inspiring because of the type of imagery of animals from the corbels outside, which I think, when would they date back to? The 12th century? Or
well, they could be 13th. It depends
century.
on the individual one. The cathedral's a nice compendium of time periods.
And then obviously all of the misericords, which are just incredible. When I come into a place like Hereford Cathedral, it's a sacred place, it's a place of worship, but for me it's also like coming into a museum or an art gallery. It's a living history, and every time I've been in, I found something new to draw. And they're getting incorporated into other types of artwork that are not made here, they're made elsewhere. So it's this collaboration between elsewhere and the cathedral that I find quite exciting.
Oh, that's a really interesting way of thinking of it, actually. That hadn't occurred to me.
We were so amazingly fortunate, Jennifer, when somehow you came across an application that we could make to the Ulrike Michal Foundation for financial support for this artist in residency. I don't know where you found it, but that was just beautiful.
Well, that was our archivist, actually, and it just dropped into her inbox, and it's like it was meant to be, isn't it? Really, it was just perfect match for our project, and it really meant we could go a bit further. So we were going to do an exhibition anyway, weren't we? But this has really enabled you to commit time to it in a way you wouldn't have been able to, I suspect.
Yes. And it's Ulrike Michal, we didn't know this at the time, was a vet. She'd come over from Switzerland and settled in this sort of area. She was a woman of faith, which we hadn't realised. And she was also a keen artist. So the fact that we were doing an exhibition which was about animals and humans, and it was in the cathedral, just was so fortunate for us. So we won this grant, which also allowed us to be able to fund 6 community workshops to happen in the cathedral for adults and some of them for children as well. And also to use some of the money for people to come and support help in the workshops, and they can get paid to do this, like Sarah. And also for Stuart, who's making this film, Stuart Newnham, and also for Samuel Newnham, who has been helping and doing some research for me about saints who actually are the saints for particular animals.
Brilliant.
So thank you.
So I'm very grateful to the Ulrike Michal Foundation.